So we're going to need about a pound of fresh strawberries. Make sure you can get them nice and ripe. And out of that pound, we're going to need 1.5 cups of chopped berries. This little tool makes life so easy with chopping. With the remainder berries, we're going to puree those in the food processor. You can also do it in the blender. So the first thing we're going to do, making the muffins, we're going to add 2.5 cups of cake flour, 3/4 cup of sugar. Then we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. That will help the muffin, the cake batter rise. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now you might say, Ellen, why are we using cake flour with these muffins? Cake flour has less protein in it than the other flours. So if you don't have cake flour on hand, you can use all-purpose flour. That's kind of the middle of the road. It has less protein than bread flour. But the cake flour will make the muffins nice and light. We have our dry ingredients together. For our wet ingredients, we're adding 3/4 cup of melted butter, 3 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 teaspoon of almond extract, and the 2/3 cups of strawberry puree. Let's mix this together. These are such delicious muffins, and with the little crumble on top, it makes them really special for any type of treats during the day, for brunch. Just strawberries are so good. We have this mixed together. Now let's add our dry ingredients. When I was little, Mom used to always make so many things with strawberries. Strawberry bread, strawberry muffins, strawberry pancakes. But the crazy part about it, she loved strawberries, but she couldn't eat them because if she ate them, her eyes would turn red. It's crazy. If you have special memories around recipes, drop them in the comments and let me know. And the last thing we're adding is the 1.5 cups of chopped berries. We'll mix that in. Then we're going to get them in the oven, and the house is going to smell so good. All right, let's scoop them up. Today I'm making jumbo muffin tins, or here in Texas we call them Texas-sized muffins. But I use my big scoop, and that seems like it does a good job filling the tins about halfway full. Now that the batter is in our muffin tins, let's make the crumble topping. In our food processor, I'm adding 1.5 cups of cake flour, 1/3 cup of white sugar, and 1/3 cup of brown sugar. Next is our secret weapon for that irresistible bakery-style topping that our muffins will have, 1/2 cup of cold butter. I've already cut the butter into smaller pieces, so it's easier to combine with our flour and sugar. You might be asking, why cold butter? Well, it stays in solid pieces as we mix it with our flour and sugar. That melts slowly in the oven, leaving behind tiny pockets of steam. And that's what gives our topping that crispy, golden, crumbly deliciousness on top of our muffins. So after we've divvied up all the dough, we're going to take our crumble mixture, and this is about 1/4 cup on top of each muffin. Then after we're done, we're going to put these in a 350-degree oven for 19 to 22 minutes. Now that the muffins are out of the oven, let them cool for about 10 minutes. I know, it's really hard to wait. Believe me, we have problems with that in this house too. But it really helps the crumble to set just right. Right before serving, I like to dust the tops with a little powdered sugar. It adds that little extra bakery-style magic. Okay, taste test. You know, these muffins remind me so much of the ones my mom used to make. They're soft, delicious, and of course made with a lot of love. I hope you enjoy these muffins as much as I have, and thanks for stopping by Everyday Eats with Ellen.